Good morning, everybody. Good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. It is episode 31 of Beans. I'm Shelley Van. This is my co-host Dan. How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. Thanks for showing up. 31. That's how old I am, in case anyone was wondering.
Oh, I'm 41. I am a whole decade older than you.
Speaking of a decade.
Oh, that was
a good.
That was nice.
Yeah, speaking of a decade, what do we got on tap today?
ETH turns 10 next week. 10 years of ETH.
That's crazy.
It is really wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was 31 when ETH, and you were 21. Oh, baby Dan.
I know.
Baby Dan.
I don't even think I was. I might have bought my first Bitcoin then. I was in I was in college. I was in college, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was a big trader in college. I was trading like Japanese markets in college.
Damn.
Yeah.
Were you wearing suits?
No. There was a class. It was a finance class, and basically all you had to do was so they did this trading competition, and if you won the trading competition, you would get an A for the class and didn't have to do anything. Otherwise, you'd have to do like all the assignments and the tests.
Wow. Motivation.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to win the trading competition. And I started trading because everyone was like buying, Apple or buying stocks. So I just started trading futures on leverage and just got lucky and made like 200 grand in paper money.
Okay.
And nobody else came close, and I didn't have to go to the class the rest of the semester, and I won.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's a pretty funny story.
That's the DGen origin story, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
That's awesome.
It really is. Now I could care less about traditional finance. Well, that's not true.
Damn.
That's not true.
Take it back.
I do take it back, but it's not as interesting as crypto, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, once you get crypto pilled, it's like
yeah,
shiny things everywhere.
All right, so what do we got? What do we got in store here?
Well, we've got lots of friends here. Fredon, Charlie, Jose, Jen, Ruvanchi, Sarth. I think earlier I saw Jose and Sonia, Mac Yank, Rami, Olivia, Jay, Lone Sophos in the house, Anthony. Let's see. Gary's golfing. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Are you
Gary.
actually on the golf course?
Yeah, Gary, are you on the golf course? What tee box are you on?
Do you golf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a good golfer, but I golf.
Okay. Carlos Xavier, Scott Acker, Apsy. Let's go. Thank you all for being here, friends. I'm going to refresh this wheel. If you haven't said anything in chat, get in there. Oh, come on. For Pete's sake. Look at all the friends. If your name is not on this wheel, and you've already said something, you may need to say something again, because I think I turned the wheel on just a little after you guys started saying hi. So Lone Sophos, if you can hear me.
Hole 3.
Hole 3.
Let's go.
Let's go. I think we're missing a couple of friends. So get your name. Just throw something in chat to get your name on the wheel. I think we are missing Lone Sophos and maybe a couple more from the very beginning.
We might be.
Yeah.
Say what's up in chat one more time if you don't see your name on the wheel.
Because we're giving away ETH.
Yes, we are.
ETH. I don't know what that was, but that's what we're doing.
It's a great move.
Thank you. So yeah, I think to start, how has ETH changed your life?
How has ETH changed my life? In many ways.
We're gonna get deep. I can feel it.
Well, ETH was one of the first cryptos I bought, and also some of the first group of ETH people were some of the first group of crypto friends I made when I moved to Chicago, because there were a lot of ETH meetups, and this was like the 2017-2018 period, so we're 2 years into it, 3 years into it at the time. This was pre-Uniswap, or Uniswap had maybe came about around that time. I began understanding the value of decentralized money, and that's kind of how I got crypto pilled. I got crypto pilled on ETH.
Okay.
Bitcoin was always kind of like, all right, digital gold, whatever. I bought it. I had a Coinbase account. But ETH is when I truly kind of got involved and really went deep down the rabbit hole. And then I launched Frankenpunks, the NFT project. Wildly successful, one of my biggest wins in my life, both from a, just attention standpoint, virality standpoint, and also, monetary standpoint. We did well with it, and it's still running. People are still in there. Project's
Share
still
my screen. I'll show Frankenpunks.
Yeah, and so it kind of set me up for. Yeah, there it is.
Look at you. Yeah, there it is. like a father proud.
It's funny. Yeah. Anyway, that was my big win, and it was on ETH project. I own a bunch of NFTs on ETH. I think ETH paved the way for what we know about, like what crypto has become today, right? Like Bitcoin obviously is the OG and kind of, started everything, but ETH, as far as kind of like iterating and creating this concept of open source money, decentralized finance, creators owning their content, I always understood it as digital property rights, right? You don't want a centralized database owning your creations, right? So this kind of paved the way for property rights on the internet, I would say, and obviously smart contracts, right? So just so much. I'm thankful for ETH, and we're gonna do some stuff here with, I think, the ETH time capsule, which I'll show a little bit later in the show. But yeah, I hold a bunch of ETH now. I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I have projects on ETH. How about you? What has ETH done for you?
Oh my goodness. I don't hold enough ETH because I spend so much ETH. ETH is probably the most common, or for me, like the most commonly used cryptocurrency. Like I can't hold it. I'm using it. Since the beginning. Like I think it was my sister Jen who was like, "You have to buy some ETH," and it was at like $700, and I was like, I'll wait until it goes down. And then it was like from 700 to 3,000, and I was like, oh, well, that didn't work out.
So how did she get into it? So she got you into it?
Kind of. I got crypto pilled in like many different directions kind of simultaneously. My son was in boot camp at the time, and he found Dogecoin, because if I think chronologically, I think Doge was the first crypto I ever bought. And he was like, "Mom, you gotta buy Doge." And I was like, okay. Then around the same time, Jen's talking to me about ETH. And then I was still full-time blogging, going on press trips, and fellow bloggers, one of them, Joe Marag, I'm going to butcher, I'd never known him for years, can't say his name. Joe was talking about Litecoin and Bitcoin and just like all of the crypto. So it was just like, ooh, hearing it from multiple directions kind of really piqued my interest.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so I was late to ETH in buying it. And
yeah, I do feel like in some ways I was late too to some of this.
Yeah.
I was like paying attention. I kind of was afraid of doing the on-chain stuff. So I was always kind of just on Coinbase.
It was confusing.
Confusing, yeah. I think as early as I was very late.
Right. Same. Yeah, we weren't early like buying it.
At the
when
ICO.
Tom and Tony could have bought it. They were interviewing Vitalik on the show. And yeah, they were early. So, but yeah, so getting into all of this, getting into NFTs, it's how I built my career now. Like,
I know.
My career has been so strange. My degree's in nutrition science, and yet I was, a micro-influencer doing blogs and Instagrams and all of that noise. And then here we are. I'm at Tasty Trade,
right?
Tasty Crypto, Tasty Live.
Well, interesting story. I was working in a similar company, brokerage, regulated finance, traditional finance. 2017, Bitcoin first went up to 20K, and I think ETH hit $1,000. So I was watching that at my job. I was a regulated, licensed options broker, for any of you that are into that, and everyone there was like, what's this scam? What's this bubble? What's this tulip thing? And I was like, I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to look at it more.
Yeah.
And I kind of like observed it, and that's where I was like, okay, I want to get involved in the community. I found some people that were like into it in Chicago, and the rest is kind of history there. I met a bunch of people, you know, took my lumps, right? Like I got scammed a lot in the beginning.
Paying tuition.
Yeah. But it was so funny because even back then, and you know, everything was a scam. It was rat poison. It was everything you could possibly think that was, you know, the worst type of people were involved in it, which, you know, there's some merit to that. But now, what do we have? We have bills being passed. Banks are using stable coins. We're, you know, Tasty Trade is offering it. We're Tasty Live. Tasty Trade is offering it. And all these traditional finance firms now want a piece of it.
Yep.
So it's funny how, I guess early I was, but the narrative, and then there's still some of that. Like I think, you know, the cycle will top at some point, but, you know, very interesting to see how it's progressed. And
I just think it opens up a whole world because you came at it from the finance side, and but still NFTs. And I came over from, once I discovered Decentraland, I was all in over there, and that's built on Ethereum. And so I spent 3 years building in there and running live concerts and live shows. And then that evolved to me coming here. So absolutely wild ride. Thank you, ETH.
I want to pull up just the price chart real quick.
Here, wait, before you do that, we've got a lot of people on the wheel. Let's spin it.
Okay.
What are we giving away?
We're going to give away some ETH, I thought.
Yeah, but how much?
We'll give away $5 in ETH.
$5 in ETH.
I don't know what that is right now, but $5 in ETH.
Last call for comments. Say something on YouTube, X, or Facebook on the live stream. Did we test Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter.
Okay, good. And it's working. Just want to double check. We do. Okay. Spinning. Anthony, the first winner of the ETH episode. Congrats. For anybody new here, if you have not already joined our Discord, jump in. We've got a form for you to fill out so that we have all your wallet information on file so that when you win, or if you win, we can send you your prizes. So, $5 in ETH goes to Anthony. Take it away, Dan. What were you going to share?
Oh, I just wanted to show the price chart of ETH because I think it's so funny to kind of look at on a long-term time frame. We're looking at 2017. So, I have a time capsule I'll kind of go through, a timeline I'll go through of like the history of it. But it looks like TradingView first got data 2017. It was at about $300. And then here was that first bubble, kind of speculative bubble. It got all the way up to 1,500. And then it peaks at 1,500 right around January 1st, 2018, kind of deflates, and it sits there for the next 2.5, 3 years before last cycle's run up, which is when me and you kind of fully got in. So we're not OGs, but we were pretty early. And then look, it goes exponential and it hits 5K on again close to the first of the year. It
wasn't 5K, was it?
Yeah, I mean, it wicked up to about 4,900.
Okay.
And then it deflates. So, who knows where it could go this time? We have all these traditional finance vehicles getting in. NFTs are making a comeback, and we're still sitting at only 3,700, 3,600. So
your $5 in ETH
could be a lot more. $25 in ETH if it goes to 3Xs. So I just like looking at the chart of some of this because it just shows how, I guess, speculative and but if you notice, it kind of grows over time. It's kind of up and to the right over time. So, yeah, I think it's fun to look back and see even like when the earliest price data was there. And I think it even goes earlier than that. If I go to CoinGecko, maybe they have an earlier chart. See where it was. Yeah, 2015. Here we go. Let me make this bigger. So, can people see this?
Now they can.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, August 6, 2015, $2.83. Daily volume, 90,000.
Wow.
July 17th, 2025, price 3,481. Daily volume, 45 billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
Imagine just dollar cost averaging for 10 years and not even caring about anything else.
Get those recurring purchases.
Yeah, coming soon. So yeah, I just wanted to show that, and I think it's always, I always find it fun to look at charts like that, even of newer coins. But yeah, we got a lot more to run. I think a lot more to run.
Yeah.
On ETH.
Do you have a price prediction?
8K.
Oh, I should have given you a time frame.
Yeah, 8K by the end of this year.
End of this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I like that. What is Tom Lee saying? I don't remember the time frame, but he says 10 to 15K.
I can find that if you want me to find Tom Lee's tweets.
Exciting stuff.
Look, he changed his profile to
A
penguin. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I still have my Pengu airdrop. I never sold it. Did you get that? You got a Pengu airdrop, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a little bit. I thought that they were gonna give more away to Pengu holders, so I bought like a bunch more and then just held it all the way down, and now it's back up again. So I think I'm just gonna hold Pengu.
All right. If you could buy a pudgy penguin, would you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but I don't really. I only have one high value NFT that I'm kind of.
punk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also like CCO. I mean, we don't need to get on this right now, but I like CCO art. So like Cryptodes, some of that. Like I would rather do like art block, generative art. I would buy. Pudgies I kind of missed, which is very upsetting to me because I was there early for it, and I was just like, I don't know, I wasn't. Yeah.
Same. My sister had a little pudgy for a while and sold it, and that's one of her biggest regrets. Good morning, Frank. Just making sure we got everybody's name on this wheel. Oh,
Here, let me put the wheel up and see if people.
my eyes are tired.
If you just joined us, please say something in the chat. We want to get you on the wheel. We're giving away ETH. I just made a tweet about it.
I still don't see Frank on the wheel, and I can't figure out why. This wheel better not be breaking on us, but doesn't matter because we're going to do another giveaway using our pinned tweet. Oh, did you have McDonald's breakfast today, Dan?
I get McDonald's coffee every day,
Okay,
so
I was on this tweet.
I'm trying to get McDonald's to retweet me.
Okay.
Side note: I wish you could pay in ETH at McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, based on our last Beans episode, we were talking about my trip to Europe and how I'm like, this is a great use case for crypto. I wish I didn't have to go get all these different currencies. And you were like, no, you're just going to use the euro. Norway does not use the euro. They use the krone.
Oh.
So I am going to need a couple of different currencies for this trip.
Yeah, I don't know. Europe's confusing.
The world is confusing, Dan. All right. If we're going to give away 10 ETH to 3...
10 ETH?
Oh, gosh.
No, we're not giving away 10 ETH. but-
Correction. $10 in ETH to 3 people who retweet this pinned tweet on the Tasty Crypto X channel. So get over there, retweet this thread. This is our All About Ethereum thread. If you want to scroll through and read it, it is very simply explaining some of the things that ETH has gone through over the last 10 years, why it's so innovative, what we could maybe expect next.
Can you go through? Can you click some of these?
Sure.
Yeah.
So first one, Ethereum launched on July 30th of 2015 after one of the first ever ICOs. ICO is initial coin offering, similar to initial public offering. It wasn't trying to be Bitcoin 2.0. It introduced something new, smart contracts, which is programmable money. So you've got the Ethereum definition here, which is just a decentralized open source layer 1 blockchain that enables developers to build and deploy smart contracts and decentralized applications, which we call dApps. Ethereum introduced the concept of programmable money and is the foundation for most of Web3, including NFTs, DeFi, DAOs, and tokenized assets. It transitioned to proof of stake in 2022 to reduce energy consumption.
Okay. Now, smart contracts. What do we have a definition there?
Get out of here. What is this?
Okay.
For Pete's sake. There we go. A self-executing program stored on a blockchain that runs when predetermined conditions are met. Smart contracts automate processes like payments, trades, or access control without needing a trusted third party. Once deployed, they are immutable and transparent. So this is, I think, the
Key innovation.
right, and it got so buried by NFTs because NFTs, the focus was on the image attached to it.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, it's not about the image, it's the smart contract. That is what we're so excited about. It makes things unique. It's this automatic trigger without having, lawyers and firms involved with all these middlemen. It's like, no, just this
Piece of code self-executes, and you can own whatever this asset becomes, right? I mean, I don't know, a token, you're tokenizing an image, but you can own that token, you can own that whatever code, I don't know, but nobody can change it. It's not immutable. You can't copy and paste.
Right.
Like, I think it's so funny because some of our research team, the macro tourist researchers, not our team, they're good. I mean, just in general, they will always be like, "Oh, look, the JPEGs are up to $1 million again. Send, whatever," and you're like, "You don't get it, dude."
Yeah, no, this is. I think we should get some developers on the show to talk about, the power of smart contracts and what you can do with them, because I've seen so many cool things and we barely scratched the surface. I cannot wait to get things like I want my will to be a smart contract.
Yeah.
So that when I die, all my stuff just automatically executes. It's not stuck in escrow or whatever. Like, it's just here. This is where all my things are supposed to go. Yeah.
It's kind of, and you talked about NFT smart contracts, which are really interesting, especially generative art, the way those are coded. Mm-hmm. But I think what's even more interesting and what I would love to dig into at some point, again, I'm not a developer, so I don't really know, how DeFi protocols, how like those smart contracts work. I think that's so interesting of, how
fascinating.
Some like, Uniswap version 1 to version 2. And again, it's not, we talk about immutability, and I think people really get confused on this because they're like, well, you have to change things. Like, well, no, you can upgrade stuff. Like, you can deploy new things. You can migrate stuff. You can have admin functions, depending on what the project is. But once it's deployed, Yeah. So there is ability to upgrade. Obviously, ETH has upgraded its chain many times. Mm-hmm. That's how it's made it 10 years. So, yeah.
So let's get into, ETH is more than a crypto. It's fuel for transactions. Those are the gas fees, which gas fees are the cost required to perform transactions or execute smart contracts on a blockchain network, typically paid in a network's native token, so for ETH. So for the Ethereum blockchain, we pay gas fees in ETH. Gas fees compensate validators for computational energy used and vary based on the network congestion and complexity of the action. So if you're deploying like a really robust smart contract, it's going to cost more in gas to get that all on chain. But so ETH, we call it ETH, but it's actually Ether, the actual token.
Yeah.
It's the native cryptocurrency of the Ethereum blockchain. And you can read all this. This is kind of redundant, but I think this is interesting for people to understand the proof of work to proof of stake and why that reduced or made energy more efficient. So proof of work is a consensus mechanism used in blockchain networks where participants, miners, solve complex mathematical puzzles to validate transactions and add new blocks to the chain. The first miner to solve the puzzle gets rewarded, and the process ensures the network's security and integrity. A great example is Bitcoin uses proof of work. Bitcoin is a very clunky blockchain if you're trying to use it for fast transactions, because it's like all these things have to happen in proof of work. So Ethereum switched to proof of stake, which is the consensus mechanism used in blockchain networks where validators are chosen to create new blocks and verify transactions based on the number of coins they hold and are willing to stake as collateral. This method is more energy efficient than proof of work and reduces the need for high computational power. So it's far more efficient.
I also, part of this ETH narrative was this ultrasound money, which
do you want to switch to your screen?
yeah, I'm gonna show this. This dashboard's really interesting because ETH has a burn mechanism, right? So the supply, there's no like fixed supply of ETH.
No.
And I'm probably getting this wrong. There's probably technical people out there, ETH researchers, that will correct me, but there's no fixed supply of ETH. It's basically like ETH gets issued and then it's burned as people use the network. So the more people using the network, the more transactions happening, the more ETH is getting burned. It becomes deflationary. You know, the supply goes down. People want to hold it more. This is why those treasury companies are a big deal, because they're taking ETH off chain and they're staking it, right? So ETH becomes more valuable as supply kind of gets burned or staked or whatever. And this is a dashboard. It's called ultrasound.money. I could post this in the show notes after, but you can see here, here's ETH supply. It's kind of been, it's slightly positive over the last year, but if we compare it to Bitcoin, this is ETH proof of stake, this blue line. Compared to Bitcoin, Bitcoin's about 0.827 yearly issuance. ETH's about 0.748% yearly issuance, and then here's proof of work. So this is if ETH never changed its the proof of stake.
Interesting.
It's like, you know,
yeah,
it's almost just super inflationary. I can change the time frame here, I realize. 30 days since merge. Okay, this was what the merge was, going to proof of stake. So you could see here, it's basically, you know, almost deflationary, a little bit inflationary. Here's Bitcoin, and then ETH proof of work. I mean, it would be, you know, issuing almost 3.5% more new supply every year. It's since the merge, so since this switch to proof of stake, ETH has burned $694,000 ETH per year. So in US dollar terms, it's burned 1.6 billion since the merge.
Wow.
A year. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's a really cool dashboard.
Yeah,
I've never
so
seen it before.
You've never seen this? Interesting. Okay, yeah. And again, here I'm toggling between proof of stake to proof of work. So if you see if it stayed on proof of work, it's issuing $11.3 billion a year. So it's super inflationary.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the ultrasound money narrative is a good narrative, but it's an illustrative purpose,
sure.
Right?
Yeah. Great visual.
Yeah. So, and then I just like the chart here. It's showing, you know, ETH burning, and then here's the merge, and then you see the supply kind of level out on proof of stake as proof of work would have kept, or Bitcoin would keep going up. Yeah. So, interesting dashboard. I can drop that in the show notes after, or you know. So
awesome.
Yeah, wanted to show that. Let's see.
Cool.
I'll go back to your screen for a sec here.
So yeah, this thread basically goes into a deep dive, fairly deep. I wouldn't call it too deep, but if you want to learn more about ETH, this is a really good Sesame Street style way of learning about ETH. And retweet it. We're gonna give away, what did I say? $10 in ETH to 3 retweeters. And then we should also do some with comments. Comment on that thread. And so comment on the first tweet in the thread. And I want to know, what does ETH mean to you? Did it change your life? Are you just learning about it? Like, where are you? What is ETH to you? Comment, and we'll do some giveaways on that too. So we'll do $10 in ETH to the retweeters when this hits at least 20 retweets. So we need 5 more as of right now. 5 more retweets, guys. We can do it. And then, yeah, where? Oh, okay, I'm already on it.
Can you see that with stablecoins too? Do you mean
like on that
issuance? I don't know. Let me see if I can find a good stablecoin dashboard.
And then, yeah, so get your comments on that first tweet in the thread and get those retweets in. At 20 retweets, we will pull 3 winners to win $10 in ETH each, and then we'll do another 3 $10 in each in $10 in ETH each for comments. So giddy up, get over there, get your ETH. Ready notes. We need to play with more sound effects.
Tasty Crypto.
I can show. Jose asked, "Oh, on ultrasound? No, that's tracking ETH supply and ETH issuance, and then comparing it to Bitcoin supply and the proof of work. If ETH stayed on proof of work, so it doesn't track stablecoins, Jose. It's kind of just showing, the
It's
switch."
an interesting question, though. He's wondering how many stablecoins are burned. That's got to be a tremendous amount because they're burned as they're...
As they're redeemed.
Yeah, so again, if I give my $1 in exchange for 1 USDC, and then I want my dollar back, my USDC is burned so I can get my dollar.
I found this dashboard on stablecoins, which tracks volume, market cap, and I guess change in market cap. Let's see. Is this velocity? Anyway, this is showing basically tracking all of the stablecoins, popular stablecoins on chain. I'm not seeing burn though. I'm not seeing issuance versus, I guess, burning.
Yeah.
Redemption. Sorry, issuance versus redemption. But I think velocity here is interesting because that will show maybe the use of it on chain. I don't know. I got to look into this a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
I can show you DeFi Llama though, which will track the amount of stable coins that are on ETH, because ETH by far has the most stablecoin volume. So stablecoin market cap 132 billion. USDT Tether not dominance about 50%. So stablecoin market cap overview on ETH 132.36 billion stablecoins plus 3.5 billion change over the last 7 days, so more is coming online. And there you can see the trend. So yeah,
Up and to the right.
Up and to the right.
Love that, love that. All right, friends, get over to this pinned tweet on Tasty Crypto's X channel account. What do we say? Channel for X?
Yeah, X account.
Account?
Yeah.
I don't know why I just got
I guess
stuck
it's a
on that.
channel today. We're streaming.
Yeah. Get on over there, retweet our pinned tweet. We need 4 more so that we can pull these giveaways. Comment on it as well. we're going to do separate retweet and comment giveaways for $10 in ETH, which could appreciate. Do you want to go through your timeline, Dan?
Yes, I do. I just put together a doc here, and I'll bring up Ethereum time capsule real quick. And I'll
This
read.
is cool. We got to think about what we want to add to it. We don't have much time.
Because it
Closes on what, the 30th?
Yeah, so if you guys want to commemorate or inscribe something for the 10-year anniversary,
Let's do it.
yeah, well,
Let's do
we
it
are gonna
together.
do it. We are going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is fun. This is exciting. Are you sharing your screen? Yes, you are.
I'm sharing the ETH time capsule tweet, so if you guys want to check that out, it's just what's up right now. But I want to read off some, like, the timeline of Ethereum. So 2013, Vitalik Buterin conceives Ethereum as a programmable blockchain with smart contract functionality. 2014, development work begins with crowdfunding to support the project. August 2014, Ethereum conducts its initial coin offering, ICO, raising funds for development. July 30th, 2015, Ethereum mainnet launch called Frontier marked the official launch of the Ethereum platform and creates its Genesis block. So exactly 10 years will be 5 days from now, Wednesday, commemorating the Genesis block of Ethereum. August 2015, first exchange rate of ETH detected. October 2015, ETH reaches its first major low at 44 cents.
Oh,
Imagine that, 44
throw
cents.
$100 at it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
ERC20 token standard is created on November 2015. So 2013 and 2015 was the launch. It gets its first exchange rate, and the ERC20 token standard is created. 2016, DAO crisis and fork. DAO launched a decentralized autonomous organization called the DAO, raised $150 million in a crowd sale. DAO gets hacked. So this was like the first crisis. 2016, this $150 million in ETH is hacked. This creates a split. So you have Ethereum Classic, which was all the people that are like, don't fork
change
it, whatever,
Yeah,
don't change it.
Leave it.
Controversial hard fork was implemented to recover the lost funds, creating Ethereum Classic as the original chain. And then ETH, as we know it today, is that new chain to recover the funds. So it's interesting because there was some moral dilemmas there.
Yeah.
And actually, if I take to the ETH Classic chart, I think it'll be funny to watch, funny to compare. Let's see where ETH Classic even is, which I don't know anyone that trades it. I don't even know what.
We get a little bit of trade volume on ETH Classic at Tasty, which is, we always chuckle. Who's trading this?
Here's ETH Classic. It's $22, $3 billion market cap, $395 million 24-hour trading volume.
In chat, have you ever traded ETH Classic?
Yeah, tell us if you've ever traded ETH Classic.
Especially at Tasty. I want to
Yeah.
know. Did you do it on accident? Was it intentional?
Yeah.
Because I almost did it on accident.
Really?
Just very, very tired.
Let me see.
Just quickly pulling up the chart, I definitely
Really?
realized, because I was like, ETH is not $22. That would be a... That would be an exciting
Ethereum
moment.
Classic. Here, I'm going to compare these two. So here's ETH is the candles. So this is ETH, you can see here. And then ETH Classic. So since the hard fork or whenever it was tracking, hasn't done well. I don't know. Anyway.
I mean, it's still alive.
That's why it exists, though,
Yeah.
is because of this fork. There was a hack in the code. ETH Classic splits July 2016, so about 9 years ago. 2017 to 2022, growth and development. So February 2017, blockchain leaders formed Enterprise ETH Alliance, support ETH development. 2017 bull run. The best year for Ethereum with average price of $222, closing at $756, reaching a max price of $881. EVM upgrades through 2017 to 2021.
Wait a minute. What was the first layer 2? Was it Polygon? Matic?
Maybe. We'll have to
You
look
keep
that
reading.
up.
I'm going to look that up.
So, November 4th, 2020, deposit contract for ETH 2.0 goes live. December 1st, 2020, the Beacon chain is launched. This formalizes that proof of stake we were showing you that merge proof of stake consensus mechanism. So again, if you're not familiar, ETH was originally a proof of work chain, had high energy costs, all that stuff. They switched the consensus mechanism, which is just how transactions are validated on chain, can reach consensus. They switched it to that proof of stake. They began that work in probably late 2018, 2019, or launching it in 2020. And then in 2021, the London hard fork, they call it, which is EIP 1559, replaces, sets a base fee for gas. Fee burning begins, right, to remove supply. That's that dashboard I was showing you. And then September 15, 2022, the merge happens, which officially we switched to proof of stake. So, from there, there's scaling solutions. There's some other stuff that's been, in the works. But this chain has been in constant development. I think it gets a ton of hate. And, I love Solana. I love all these other chains too. But I don't think people realize how much work and how it's been upgraded. It's been tested. They lost $150 million, forked it. It still survived. And I think you got to understand that that's very important, right? And I see a lot. I do hear a lot of this.
Growing pains.
Yeah,
still.
Yeah, you hear about this on, if you're paying attention to crypto Twitter, which is collectively probably not the best source if you don't filter it properly. But you get these people that they don't really understand how history works, right? So it's like something's been around for 10 years and it keeps working and people keep using it and it's growing. It's probably going to be around for 10 years more.
Apple.
Yeah.
Think about like any other business.
Yeah.
Everybody starts somewhere. And
exactly.
It's not always a.
And you always hear
line.
you always hear the classic comparison to Solana, which Solana is a very good iteration in blockchain. I use it every day. It's awesome. I love Solana. Solana also is going through its own growing pains as well, just as Bitcoin has. Again, Bitcoin forked too. That's what Bitcoin Cash is. So, read a little bit of history. I think it's just interesting to put it in perspective. And then, I have a couple other key achievements over here. I got to list key achievements over 10 years. Environmental impact, 99.95% reduction in energy consumption when we moved to proof of stake. Transition from inflationary to potentially deflationary through fee burning. So here I've just brought up the doc. Security, over 25 million ETH stakes securing the network. We were talking with some people about this yesterday about what staking is, and I tried comparing it to like high yield savings because but it's not really. You're participating in the network and getting rewarded.
Right.
And then institutional adoption, ETF approval, and major corporate partnerships. So I think the ETF approved by the SEC was July 2024, so a year ago. And now we're seeing record inflows, so it's taken a little while. But I think daily active addresses consistently north of 850,000. So it's just fun to watch. It's fun to see how that's played out.
It's been an exciting time to be alive. Just to quickly close the loop on what was the first layer 2, it was Unichain, launched by Uniswap Labs, and it's referred to as a TEE, the Trusted Execution Environment. It ensures fair transaction ordering and lays the groundwork for faster processing times on Unichain.
Are you sure?
That's the AI response.
I don't know if. I don't think. Maybe it is.
I mean, I don't. We'll come back to it.
We need the technical people in here to tell us.
Yeah.
Because also Polygon, you were mentioning Polygon, that was considered a side chain.
Interesting.
So it wasn't there wasn't like a layer 2.
Yeah.
They were side chain scaling. There was so many of these like scaling solutions, but they weren't. Yeah.
Jose's asking, is there any liquidity on ETH Classic?
Well, Jose, based on CoinGecko, the 24-hour trading volume is about 400 million, 395 million. So there is, I guess, volume there, but I don't know why. I don't know who's trading it. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just exactly that. It's only for trading. I don't know anyone developing on it. Here's some of the exchanges. Binance, I guess, has some of the deepest liquidity. You can look at like 2% depth here, about $500,000 worth. So not too much. But yeah.
All right, we need one more retweet on this pinned tweet so that I can pull the giveaways. We're giving away $10 in ETH to 3 people who retweet this. We only need one more retweet, come on. And then another 3 winners will receive $10 in ETH for whoever comments on it. So, get your comments. The question is, what does ETH mean to you? Comment on our pinned tweet. Excuse me. And we will pull our winners once this hits 20 retweets. The time capsule.
Yes.
We need to do, similarly to what we did with our interns here, I want everybody in chat to give me one random word. Okay? And then I'm just going to throw that into AI and see what image comes up, and then we'll name it like 31 beans to commemorate this episode.
We have to put a Tasty Crypto logo in there.
Okay. And our
maybe we
directions.
should. Yeah.
Our cherry, the stony
yeah,
cherry.
I think so. Do you have that asset?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And if anybody wants to commemorate this time, there's this Ethereum time capsule. That's the tweet I was showing here, and you can find it. It's ETH time capsule or at ETH time capsule, and then you can, I guess, inscribe or post a message to ETH through this time capsule mechanism. And
I only briefly looked at it. You can give, you can put like a story in there, a piece of art, something that actually, like a riddle that reveals over time.
Yeah.
So it can be really fun. But yeah. Ooh, okay, we're getting some words. I gotta write these down. And then I'm not logged into my Mid-Journey over here, and that's gonna take too long. So I have my laptop. Maybe we can share it on screen? I don't know, that might not work. I will just start doing this, and then we will show the artwork on screen.
all right, let me pull up. Do you want to pull up your screen or?
Yeah, you can throw my screen on there. We just need one more retweet.
One more.
Retweet. These are some great words, guys. We got Lily. Oops. Read them to me, Dan. Lily, Fork, Skyrim.
Scrumptious, Gorbachev, Storm.
Gorbachev. Oh, good grief. That's my mother.
Is she like?
No, that's a funny story. Oh, we got with tropical. Storm. Ooh, good words. Okay, wait. I want them in order. Can you read them in order, starting with Lily? Oh, you can't see
I
them.
can't see
Never mind. Sorry, I'm asking you. Lily, Fork, Skyrim. Lily, Fork, Skyrim. Tropical.
Ozzy.
Aw, R.I.P. Tropical. Gorbachev. Scrumptious. Storm. Tropical. Gorbachev. Wow, this is scrumptious. Storm, Ozzy. All right, we'll keep that open. If anybody wants to add some more words, please feel free. And then we're going to run that, and that'll be going into our time capsule for ETH. My daughter is a strange one, and I say with all of the love. But when she was little, she had this baby, like, doll. And on video, I think it's on my mom's YouTube, she's, like, singing her ABCs, and they're kind of all wonky because she's really, really young. And then I said, "What's your baby's name?" And she goes, "Gorbachev." And I was like, "What?" Like, so weird. She's like a soul from another
dimension.
Yes. So yeah, that's where Gorbachev comes from. It's like an inside joke. Apsy, good one. Smiley. Smiley. All right. We've hit 20 retweets. Keep it going if you want to get in on this giveaway. But I will start running this, and then we will run the AI generator for this very funny image that I'm sure will be produced. What is it? X picker? Oops. I have made a very stupid mistake. If you don't know that it's a .com, don't just assume. Because I spelled it wrong. It doesn't have an ER, it's just an R. That's how you can really get yourself in trouble. All right.
Yeah, don't do that on company PCs.
Just don't do that anywhere. We'll do 3 winners. You must follow the Tasty Crypto account, so if you're not following, get over there. Tasty Crypto. No comma. Include all. Just do 10. And then I know some of you have new accounts. So
I guess.
There we go. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm too excited today. Okay. Retweet the pinned tweet if you want a chance at $10 in ETH. We're doing 3 winners. 3 winners. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's refresh this. Let's see. We got 20. All right.
All right.
Pick the winners. Pick the winners. Lemon Peppo, Shaggy, and Jay. Congrats. Lemon Peppo, Shaggy. I think it Logan? Is that Shaggy? All right. That didn't work. Cancel. All right. Who else wants to contribute a word to our random AI artwork? Throw it in chat. We're going to run this, and then I'll share the artwork on screen, and that's what's going to go into our ETH time capsule. And then we will do the reply winners next. Jay, you're welcome. Thank you for participating. Ooh, magic. Good word. All right, last call. Last call for ETH time capsule words. We're going to run this through AI, see what happens. Dan, what's your word?
Ethereum.
Okay. And I guess I'll just do tasty. Yeah? Or beans?
Yeah. Both.
Okay. Tasty and beans. Superhero. Logan's coming in. Superhero. All right. Last call. Last call. Words, words, words. I wonder. There are so many gadgets happening. But I don't know if you guys can see. I'm running it. And this is just mid-journey through Discord. Beans, Ruvanchi, we got it. Thank you. Let's go. And then I'll email this to you so you can share it on screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's going to produce 4 images of weird.
All right. Yeah, you can just
weirdness.
email it to me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be good.
So are we putting this in the time capsule
We
as
are.
well as putting it on Zora?
Oh.
Or
Well, why don't, since it's going to produce 4 images, let's see. If there's some good ones, maybe we do one on Zora and one in the time capsule.
yeah.
And it
Makes
will be
sense.
titled 31 Beans. We'll have to look, because go back to that time capsule. Time capsule.
Yep.
There's a fee. I think it's only a couple bucks.
It's not even a couple bucks. It's like 0.001.
Oh
I guess
my
that is a couple bucks.
Gosh. This is amazing. Okay. Copy image. Where am I sending this to, Dan? Email?
Yeah, Gmail.
We need to... One, I apologize. This is like the jankiest way of doing it. I need to get my stuff logged in over here, but for security reasons, we don't. So Dan, can you pull that up on screen, please? Once it sends. Did you get it yet?
No. There
No,
it is.
There
Okay.
it is. It's so good. All right, people. This is what the words... Let's see, what are the words? What are the words? We had Lily, Fork, Skyrim, Tropical, Gorbachev, Scrumptious, Storm, Ozzy, Smiling, Magic, Ethereum, Tasty, Beans, Superhero.
No, she just threw the words in. There wasn't
I
a
just
prompt.
threw the words in. No prompt. Just threw them in. And this is what AI decided to do with it. So, I'm in love with that little pineapple dude.
That one is good.
Actually, they're all pretty great. Why did we end up with like a SpongeBob type dude?
I don't know. That was interesting.
Very funny. So, okay. What are we putting on Zora and what are we putting in the time capsule? Which ones?
I feel like the time capsule we should put I don't know, that like woman eating coins. It's like kind of interesting.
Come on, chat. Which image do we want to put in the time capsule and which one are we putting on Zora? I am obsessed with that SpongeBob guy. The tropical storm. The lizard scarecrow is sick. What logo does he have on him? Is that like a...
I have no idea.
It's just some like arbitrary superhero token logo on his overalls. So funny. Top left equals Zora. Okay, so SpongeBob guy is Zora. And then time capsule. I agree. You agree?
Yeah.
Top left for Zora. Oh, Jen said pineapple lemon guy on Zora. We can do both, actually.
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay, so let's do this. Which one goes in the time capsule? And then we'll just put the other ones on Zora.
Yeah.
Just for fun. I want the lady eating the beans for myself. That is Lily in human form. Oh, I love that. Frank, we can do that. And then don't forget we are still running this giveaway for people who comment on our pinned tweet. So if you haven't already, leave a reply to that tweet. I'm going to run that giveaway next. So 3 more of you will win $10 in ETH. Let's go. Let's go. How many comments do we have? Or replies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see. I'm just going to... And if this doesn't work, we'll do something else with it. I'll throw numbers into a random picker because sometimes the replies aren't as good. Like it doesn't see them all, especially on a thread. I didn't think that through all the way. We'll do reply. 3 winners must follow. tastycrypto. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Pick 'em. Pick 'em, pick 'em.
Beans.
Not enough available eligible entries. Adjust filters or holders can be verified for any project. Ew! Let's try and do this one at a time and see if that works. And again, sorry friends. Maybe I have to pull the last tweet link? Let's try it this way. Ooh, Frank. Let's try it. $10 in ETH. Let's see. Thank you, Frank. Great idea. Logan, ETH is my life. Love that. ETH is my heart. Without it, I can't breathe. These are some great comments. ETH means the world to me. ETH means to me financial freedom. ETH means to me a revolutionary step in digital finance and decentralized innovation. Yeah, Sayo.
Love that.
ETH means to me the future of finance and backbone of smart contracts. ETH is internet money, no middlemen, trustless, borderless, unstoppable money. Its future, new era, or new ear. ETH means freedom, innovation, and the future of the internet. Great info. ETH is what got me started in DeFi. While BTC was just a hold, you could actually do things with ETH, which is fun. Likewise. ETH equals freedom. Love that, Anthony. Great comments, guys. And again, if this doesn't work out, we're almost out of time on air, so we will pull that and then check in our Discord for the winner info. Because I don't think Grok answered me. Did it? Oh, all right. I've randomly selected 3 winners from the thread replies. Dom Ricken86, Jay Horizon, and Hodl Jen. Let's go!
Congrats.
Congrats. And thank you, Frank. That was a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Yeah, why did we not think of that?
Yeah.
Can you scroll up, though? I do want to tokenize this ETH 10-year anniversary image. I think that's hilarious. I want to put that on Zora.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that. I like that you appreciate my creations, Dan. What happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
All right, so jump in our Discord if you won. We'll be sending out the prizes later today.
Mm-hmm. We will we should screen record putting everything in the time capsule, and then we'll post a bunch of stuff to Zora, and all the links will be in our Discord.
And we'll post it on Twitter, too.
And we'll post it on Twitter, too.
All right.
I'm out for 3 weeks, so it's up to Dan whether Beans is going on or not. What are you going to do, Dan?
Do you guys want me to do Beans next week? I think I'll do Beans. I'll bring in a guest. I got some people, maybe.
Ooh, Dan's got some people.
I'll bring in a guest, and we can
okay.
We'll tag team it.
All right. Well, I will be back. I'll see you guys in like a month, I guess. Oh my gosh, I'm going to miss y'all. But I'll be in Norway, Italy, Austria, Germany. So if anybody's over there, hit me up on X. Would love to meet some of y'all in real life. Otherwise, have an awesome weekend. And Apsy Beans every week. All right, Dan.
All right. I need to do it.
Yep. All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you so much. Have an awesome, awesome weekend.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.